Hello and blessings. This is Desiree. And once again, I just want to take you on my journey to wellness. I know it's been a while, and I had said that I was going to do these quite often. Truth of the matter is, I was trying to, but sometimes I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out, is this pain really more than sciatica? And because I say that because it has gone on for a long time. I have heard people say, and others of you have commented as well. My eyes look all puffy, but I've heard other people saying, some of you have commented as well, that it's about 6 to 8 weeks that you may have to deal with this, some a little less. I have been dealing with this, remember my accident was in February of 2016. Now I've had the bulging and herniated discs since then. I have gone to the chiropractor. I have had physical therapy. I have a lot of the gadgets from the VA, and I should pull in some of them to show you, because some of these things, I have the TENS unit, and I must say that I've even tried nutrition. I have doing this with the turmeric, and I'm trying to do this because I have heard and how turmeric, and especially this is the curcumin with ginger, and also has the black pepper in it. So I've heard how those turmeric, curcumin, is supposed to really help with inflammation in the body. So I'm trying to do everything I can. And I guess if I'm honest with myself, there has been some things that I started and have stopped, and I guess I just have to continue, push forward, push through, because it just seems like if stuff isn't working for me like right away, or not, it doesn't have to be like instantaneous, but if within a period of time, I say like 2 days or so, and I'm like still feeling the same, I'm like, now I understand that is not enough time for things to really work. And my husband really gave me an eye opener. And he was saying, because there's a certain device that the VA has given me to help me, and I refuse to use it because I just feel like if I give in to that, if I give in and begin to use this certain device, that it is like admitting or giving in. And my husband broke it down, and he was like, that's pride. It's pride. And I was like, you just don't understand. But at the same time, I didn't understand. And sometimes I wonder, God allows you to go through things as a humbling experience. See, because I know and understand, I truly believe that all things work together for your good to those who love God, who are the called according to his purpose. I do believe that God can heal. And I do believe that he will not put any more on a person than you can bear. So with all of that, I have to believe that there's a purpose in all of this. And of course there is. There's always a purpose in it. I have to believe and keep the date in mind, the day way ahead in the future of when I'm going to be able to jump up and just relax and enjoy and just celebrate, and just know that, hey, I made it through. Hey, I did this, because this pain, oh my goodness, it is so excruciating. And if any of you have sciatica, bulging, herniated disc, you know and understand what I'm talking about. I have to lay on my left side. But when I do, when I do, I have trouble at night getting up. It's one of those things where it's like, Lord, please don't let me have to get up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, because the pain is just so excruciating. It is really hard. And so that device that the VA gave me, so I have been refusing to use it. But when I get up, it's like, oh Lord, it's not pretty. It's not pretty. And so I just have to ask God for whatever it is, the faith, the endurance, the patience to go through. And I solicit your prayers, and I ask that you pray with me and for me, and I will pray for you too, because pain is no fun. Pain is not my friend. I have, well, I was going to show you my medications and stuff, but I try not to take too much medication, because, you know, when you begin to take one medication, then it has side effects and something else starts to develop. So, I mean, they gave me, what is this? People have told me, they gave me gabapentin. And so, you know, I try not to take it unless it's really, really, really bad, because I've read the side effects, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get rid of one thing and then develop something else. It's not a win-win for me. So I'm just trying, and I do take my ibuprofen, but even with that, I try not to take that too often, because, you know, ibuprofen can mess with your stomach. So I try not to take too much medicine, because, you know, once you start taking the medicine, then you have to worry about the side effects from that medicine, and then it's a whole other thing. So I do have also what I have found that helps. I have a pub table and chairs, which is where I'm at now. And, you know, it sits kind of high. And so the chairs to the pub table are, they're comfortable, but, you know, it's not as cushiony and everything. So, but I found that when I sit here, when I use the pub table, my pub table and chairs, that the pain is not as bad, which is a good thing. So I try to, you know, I found that I have to start using more of my day sitting at my pub table and chairs, which is a good thing, I guess, get you to using it. The other thing is, we do have, I told you, you know, we've had the sleep number. And so my sleep number, my husband was like, well, just crank that thing up to 100 and see. And I was like, that's too hard. It's going to be too hard. But I did. I tried it. I cranked it up to 100. And that night, I was in pain. It was really painful. But I had to, by the middle of the night, like, crank it down. I brought it back down to about 90, did 90. But it was, I really don't understand this, because although I had pain while I was laying in the bed with it up to 90, 190, then the next day, though, I was feeling kind of good. It wasn't, the pain wasn't as bad. So I'm not sure. I'm going to be doing some more experimenting with that, and just trying to see what was going on with that. And it was kind of funny, because, you know, I try to do so much myself, and I try not to really just always be trying to rely on my husband, depend on my husband, and it was trying to get out of bed sometimes is a task, is really hard. And so because of that, like I said, I try to do things. And so I tried different ways of getting, I got to scoot all the way over to the edge of the bed and get up. And so one day I thought, you know, I tried to get out of bed, and I said, well, let me try a different way. So I got out of bed, instead of, because it hurts to just get straight up. It'll be nice. Don't take for granted being able to get up out of bed when you wake up. Okay, when you get up, when you wake up in the morning and you just able to get up, out of bed. Don't take it for granted. I mean, there's so many things that now I'm like, Lord, please help me. But I have to sleep on the edge of the bed. And so I have to swing my legs over to the side and kind of maneuver. So I had this bright idea. I said, okay, well, let me see if I can do it this way. I maneuvered myself to where I had my legs off the bed, and instead of trying to, just maneuvering it because it hurt getting up that way, I got down I was on my knees on the edge of the bed, like, how you say your prayers, and I got stuck. And so I couldn't get up because I'm now stuck in the kneeling prayer position on the side of my bed. And I'm like, okay. And so my husband is, he's all the while he's in the bed, and he's like, I was just waiting for you to ask for help. I saw you. So he saw me, and he had to come over and help me. But, I try to be independent. I don't try to put so much on him, because when he's not here, when he's working, then I have to do it myself. And so I'm trying to really just get to the point where, like I said, I don't have to, and I know when he's here, it's like, okay, use him, let him help and all that. So I'm going to learn not to be so independent and use the things that I have that will help me. The other thing that I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, but the other thing that I'm going to do is also really just focus on diet. And I think I'm going to take this challenge where I give up sugar. Now it's going to be kind of not really hard, but I mean, I do drink my coffee, but I use Truvia. I don't use a lot of like really white sugar, but different foods that you eat, you have to be careful with the sugar in that. And I do use a lot of honey. So, but I'm going to do this thing where it is the, like, trying to eliminate sugar for a while. So the other thing, with exercise, trying to get more exercise in, but it's like, how do you incorporate exercise when you're in pain? See, and that's the thing. So I'm looking to you all who have gone through this, who have experienced this, who, my last option, I'm waiting on the VA, and hopefully I can get the injections. And so my last option is surgery. So those of you who may have gone through this, may have had the surgery, I ask your help. Give me your feedback. Was it good for you? Did it work for you? I know everybody is different, and I'm getting conflicting stories in this, that, and the other, but it's just really trying to figure out what is going to help, because this pain is no longer an option. And so I have to do something. So again, I ask that you just continue to pray for me, and I will pray for you. I believe that on the other side of this, I am going to be up jumping, cheering, shouting, and all of that. And I'm believing God that this too shall pass. So again, I ask that you pray for me, and I pray for you. If you have comments, anything that you can share with me with your experiences, that's, let's dialogue and share it. And maybe something that you have said or you say will help not only me but somebody else. Again, just walk with me through my journey to wholeness, and just let's do this thing together. Until next time, this is Desiree, and you all have a blessed day.